Hi, my name is J-Man, and we're here today to talk about some DIY gold panning and sluicing options that are out there today, or that you can do on your own. We're going to go over some basic stuff, some things that you can find, or even just buy on your own. Some of the stuff that I have, I didn't pay a dime for. Most of all of it, like my gold pans. These were given to me. These two sluices I built, these two mini sluices. And then I got my little, what is this, 20-inch gold sluice. And then I have a broken bucket here that we're going to turn into a, well, we've already done, that we can turn into a classifier for our big green pan. And we can also use it for the little black one, but it's real hard to use for this one. Now the screwdriver we use, this here screwdriver, we use for crevicing. This here we use for when we're doing our plastering. Scoop it up and put it in our buckets, which are right here. This bucket here, we've already done. We've taken this bucket and cut it so that we can throw this away. And as you can see, we've drilled a bunch of little holes. These are what, 1/4-inch holes in the bottom of it, and we take and we put it in our pan like that. This is just simple stuff that you can do. That bucket we found on the side of the road, and it works really well. And we got our scoop for our sluices. And then I'm at home, and this is my panning tub, and I also use it for my recirc system. This is it's actually a water pump for a swamp cooler. I found this in the garbage dump, and it actually works really well for my mini sluices. Can't use it too much for my 20-inch, but it works really good for these small sluices that I built. And we also have our sampling bucket, which we take out in the field, and we fill this with our concentrates or our samples that we're going to use to pan down. And then this is our bucket that we fill up for our material for our bigger sluice, our 20-inch. And then this blue bucket is what we've done and made a classifier out of for our bucket. You can see in the bottom we've drilled 1/2-inch holes for this one, because our 20-inch sluice can handle the bigger rocks. And what we do with this one is we just take it and put it in our bucket here, put water in it. This is so that we can wash the bigger rocks off of any gold that's stuck to it or stuck to them, and put our material in there and take our bucket, and we just basically go like this until all our material is washed off and we have nothing but rocks in there. And you don't want to throw your rocks away. You want to check them, because you never know, you might have nuggets in them. Got our shovel, and that's what we use we fill up our buckets full and whatnot, and go from there. So anyways, hopefully sometime today I'm going gold panning. But what I want to show you is how this really works. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and in here, this is our fire pit, and this is where I dump my tailings from my sluice box. But actually in here I found leftover gold, believe it or not. And what we're going to do, come back over here, get our shovel. I'm going to take just a small sample and see if we can find any of that gold that's left in here. Take this and put it right in there. And then we're going to take it over to our wash bucket. And it's a little deep for what I want to try for, but I'll go ahead and try it. Hopefully we can get it in there. Let it sink to the bottom, I guess. And then just shake it. Sometimes you can stick your hand in there, get everything freed up, and so that way everything that's in your classifier goes to the bottom of your pan. You can see my fire pit stuff coming to the top. And then once we get that all done, bring it up and you can see our material that's left over, which is just a bunch of rocks. Just toss that aside because I know there's no rocks. There's no gold in that. Put that up there. Reach down there, grab our pan, and this is what we're left with. Now, a lot of people that don't know how to pan, if you see the hole in the pan, that hole has to face you, because that in the front of the pan there's your riffles. Now this hole faces you, that way you know where your riffles are, just in case you have a full pan. You're going to take your pan, stratify that material, get all that material stratified in that water in your pan. Do that a couple of times. It's just what I like to do. Keep myself occupied because I don't get out much. And then just sweep it off the top. Do that a couple of times. Stratify your material. That way all your gold will sink to the bottom of your pan. Just keep at it until you get it down to where you're comfortable sweeping your pan. I learned a lot of the techniques and stuff that I know by watching Jeff Williams, AskJeffWilliams.com. And he's a funny guy. Watch out for Slim, though. He's a real character. And if you don't know how to pan and you're just beginning, use BBs. That's what he told me, and that's how I learned how to pan. And I got really good at it. Yeah, it takes time and practice, but eventually you'll get really good at it. And see how all my black sands are coming to the bottom of my pan. Black sands are a good sign of gold. Wherever you see black sands, you're going to find gold, because that's where all your heavy materials are going to be at. And that's where you're going to find your gold. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff that I use. A little cheapo metal detector and whatnot. And then once we get it all down to where we're comfortable, go ahead and see if we have anything. It's just a quick test to see if we have anything, which I doubt, because a lot of that material I've gone through pretty good. Yeah, I didn't think we'd find anything, because it's already material that I've gone through, and hopefully sometime today we'll go and do some panning. Take the boy with me, go have some fun and whatnot, and we'll do that. So anyways, this is J-Man, and I hope you learned a little bit. This is my first video. My next one, hopefully, we'll be taking at the creek. And we'll be bringing our 2 small sluices, everything you see on the table, our 20-inch, our buckets, and we'll also be taking a few of these buckets. Maybe not the dolly. No, none of this stuff here. This stuff stays here for when we bring some of our material home to work on. So, until then, we'll see you later.